Hello there, how are we today? What a fine day it is today. It's Saturday here, Saturday the 9th of June, I believe. Hope you're well wherever you're hailing from. So, people keep talking about the fake alien invasion that's coming. And so, of course, me being me, I thought, well, let's see what the cards have to say. What I'm wanting to know is, will there be an alien invasion? If there is, will it be real? And what may come of it? Alright. Alright, let's see how I can interpret these cards. So in the first line we've got Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So this is suggesting that there's a lot of something. You know, the Ten of Wands suggests a heavy weight, a burden that needs to be carried, something that needs to be lifted, but there's some kind of success and achievement there. Something's been let go. And then there's this need to have very clear-minded thought and articulation of words. You know, it needs to be very direct and clear-cut. Seems to me like there's a mass of something penetrating, something that's been lost in the past. So right below the Three of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests to me that this loss, this thing that we had in the past, is coming back around again. So there's going to be a change of fortune, so to speak. You know, the big wheel of cycle is turning, so we're coming back to a point where we've been in the past before, but moving forward. There's this, you know, this idea that there's going to be an achievement through a lot of hard work. And tens, I mean, it's the biggest number in the deck aside from the court cards. You know, so it does indicate a mass of something. You know, perhaps something that has heavy weight and something that, you know, like I'm getting laser beams coming through. You know, that kind of penetrating auric notion there. And then in the next row, so that was sort of like me asking about if there was going to be an invasion. So to me, it's suggesting that there could be a mass of something. Whether or not it's aliens, it's kind of iffy. But this is suggesting that this kind of thing has happened before and it's coming back around. And then under the Ten of Wands, we then have the Four of Swords. So it's sort of indicating there's a time of rest and give and take coming up. So rest and pause, there's usually meditation associated there too, and there's a sense of giving and taking. So we're coming back around to an ideal where we're having to sit back and watch and observe what's happening between two parties. There's a give and a take. And then under the, so this one follows on from these two, so sits beneath the Seven of Swords. So that's usually about strategizing, you know, using your mind and thoughts to organize a plan or a structure. Um, you know, there's this idea, you know, both the fives and the sevens are quite similar in their symbolism, where there's essentially a man, this guy's sneaking off with the swords, whereas the other one's kind of like the guy's got the swords and he's sniggling at the other people, you know. So this one's being more crafty, whereas the other one's being, with the five, there's a bit more of a bullish kind of attitude towards it. So it's sort of like we've got this three of loss, this turn, and then this strategy, which then moves into this heavy weight that creates a need for rest, but that brings a whole heap of joy and reconnection with our innocence. To have this clear mind that is a give and take of exchange of ideas and thoughts in a very clear and obvious way, like it's very direct. And then you've got the star card at the very end there, which is very suggestive of something that's perhaps coming from somewhere else. And it's interesting because, you know, it's kind of like these spaceships hiding around the sun, and they're, you know, making a strategic plan. I don't think that they're going to invade per se. Maybe maybe they may come in hordes. Yeah, there's definitely an idea of something that's being let go of, or has been let go of, an idea in the past. This cycle is coming back around, and we're having to really take in all this new information that's been planned by higher dimensional beings. Well, that's all I have on that one. Let's have a look to see what does the economy hold. What's Australia's economy look like? Or even the global economy, because we all seem to be being affected by the same situation, the same events. So let's see how the economy is going to be for the people of the world by the end of this year. Okay. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a maturing of the way that we deal with our finances. There's going to be lots of confusion around how it's going to be eventually established for the people. But it seems to me like the main idea is for it to be supportive and caring system for the people. That, you know, timing is important, and it's a major factor that's at play at the moment. just people being able to tap into their subconscious and be aware of these cycles and how things are going on are a major factor. There's obviously been a lot of stress recently. Everyone's been so worried about worldly events, and we're feeling very defensive that there's something that, you know, we've got to hang on to, and maintaining what we have. But clear communication is coming very soon. There will be definitely a way we will be receiving direct information. It's, you know, people are feeling this massive tumultuous change arising within them. You know, it's just that complete destruction for the resurrection. But interestingly, everyone's feeling, you know, the general vibe in the atmosphere is quite communal. Everybody's feeling like they can connect and come together and experience this transformation with a greater sense of joy in their surroundings. There's fears, so everyone's really worried and concerned that they're going to be trapped and locked into the beast system. You know, there's that concern of slavery, you know, and not being able to obviously live life freely. You know, obviously Satan is the biggest fear going on. You know, there's, with the Knight of Cups as the outcome card, and it's in conjunction with the World and the Eight of Wands, so things are definitely there's gonna be real swift movement with the way it's going to be connected in the future, and it's going to connect everyone together. All right, and there's a lot of romanticizing about it. It seems very idealistic, and I think that there could be a lot of benefits felt through it by many people, and some people may feel like it's, you know, too good to be true. But it's definitely going to sort of connect everyone and have a lot of swiftness about it. So the three cards that jumped out at the beginning, which I acknowledged, but I didn't want to look at until now. You know, there's letting go, cutting off of the old to create the new, which involves a lot of communication and the ability to connect and speak about what is necessary. And this is creating a huge shift, right, into a higher consciousness. So I think that by the end of the year, with the fears of an alien invasion or some sort of interaction from interdimensional or extra-dimensional beings, in conjunction with that occurring, that will probably more likely usher in a whole new change, a whole new era of the way that our systems, our financial systems are run. And overall, it actually appears like it's pretty positive. I'm not really seeing anything there that indicates that we're looking down the barrel of a gun, so to speak. It looks more like there's a fear there. There's concern based on past experiences that we're walking into a trap laid by the devil. But the ultimate outcome seems to be beneficial, that's going to make the whole world function a whole lot smoother and easier. But it's all up to divine timing, and nothing can prevent it from happening, and nothing can sway it from becoming what it's supposed to be. Anyways, I hope you find this reading as interesting as I have, and I look forward to hearing from you. Ciao.